Today we're going over the revolve feature in Onshape. Revolve is useful for anything that is circular in nature or symmetric about an axis. A ball is a perfect example. A baseball bat, a 2-liter bottle. These are the types of things where you draw an axis, you do half of the geometry, and you sweep it in a circle. We'll show you how to do that. We are going to be doing a cylinder like this with a slight taper. This is a children's toy. It's a perfect example. You could accomplish it with an extrude, but we are going to do it with the revolve. To get started, of course, we need to put in a sketch, and we'll sketch on this front plane. And I am going to just kind of sketch roughly what half of this profile looks like here. So you can see this is half of the cup because we're going to revolve around this center line here. But of course we need to put dimensions in as well. And I am going to put in a construction line center axis there, and I'll show you why in just one second. So click on the dimension and the bottom of the cup. Now if I dimension from the point to the center line and then I move my cursor to the opposite side of the center line, it dimensions to a diameter, which is of course much easier to measure and to specify when you are measuring or defining a circular object. So I'll click there, and that is 2.2 inches. I'm going to do the same thing, and remember, it's necessary to use a construction line. If you don't use a construction line as this axis, it will not make the diameter, it will only give you half of it. This is 2.6. The height of the cup is 3.15, and that's everything we need. So that is roughly half of the diameter of this cup. Okay, so now we are going to click on the revolve feature. First thing it asks us is what is the face or sketch, just like in the extrude. That's what I want. And now it says, what axis are we spinning this around? So now, since we have a sketched axis here in the middle that's part of the geometry, that's great. Otherwise, we would use that axis that we set in with the construction line. So we'll click on that, and you can see it instantly generated the circular geometry. It just took that profile and swept it in a circle like that. And now, because this is hollow inside, we are going to use the shell feature, and we're going to click that. It says, how thick do you want it to be? I want it to be 80 thou. And that's it. So that is all of this geometry here. Let's go ahead and we'll do a donut style feature as well, so you can see how that works additionally. I'm going to go ahead and click down here and add, I might have to drop that down, but I'm going to go ahead, add a part studio, and I'm going to sketch on the front here again. I'm going to use the Shift S and then the N command. So this is to show you how to make a donut style feature, something where it's not solid, but it has a hole in the middle of it. So we'll use a circle. And it really doesn't matter too much, but I'm gonna, again, drop a construction line in here to use as my axis. And that's it. Let's measure kind of what we want here. Now you can see it's dimensioning to a diameter again, because we're saying we want it to be that big. Let's say we want it to be a 4-inch donut, and we would like this to be 1.5 inches. All right. Okay, let's click that revolve again. What is the face? That is the face. What is the axis? It's that axis. You can see there is the donut that we just made. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to hide this. We'll do another one. So let's click on the front. This time we're not going to let's use something weird. We'll use a polygon here. We'll use a pentagon. And this time we're not going to actually put our axis right in the middle. You can see we moved our axis off to the side. Don't really care too much about the dimensions, so I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to say that that's good enough. Let's do another revolve here. So it already got the face because I had it highlighted when I clicked on the revolve feature. I'll click on the axis. So you can see now it's got that strange shape. And it's revolved around an axis just arbitrarily wherever I set it. Let's do one more. And clicked N. And in this case, we'll do some kind of a weird spline connector here. Oops, excuse me. Click there. Q turns it into a construction thing. So we'll make this kind of like not a vertical. Okay. We'll click the revolve. Again, this is the shape, and this is the axis. So you can see it's created this strange toroid weird shape, you know, around whatever axis I'd specified. If I go back into that sketch, I can actually change where that axis is, and we'll automatically, again, revolve that around wherever I specified the axis to be. You can see from this basic tutorial, the revolve feature in Onshape isn't a powerful tool, but it is a necessary tool. It's not going to do anything amazing or special or spectacular for you, but it will help you to create the necessary geometry that you need. Just like extrude, it is very fundamental. It's something I recommend playing around with it. Try some different sections, but the main point of revolve is that whatever it is that you're modeling, it needs to be symmetric about an axis. And you'll find there's times when you want to extrude a cylinder, draw a circle, and then extrude it out. There's also times when you find it more beneficial to do a revolve. Just depends on your application, and it depends on the intent of what it is you're trying to model. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like the video if you found anything useful in it, and subscribe to the channel. If there's anything that was particularly helpful, feel free to put a comment below, or if there was anything that we could do better, feel free to mention that as well so we can improve our future videos and tutorials. Thanks.